Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Tasha and I thought to start the channel off we can do end of the year book tag. I have some questions here with me and then I thought to just start the channel off we could talk a little bit, we could reminisce on 2024, what I've read, what I would still like to read and what my favorite books are, and yeah, let's just get into the questions. So first question, are there any books you started this year that you still need to finish? Yes, I have so many books that I would still like to finish, but I'm currently actually not in any books right now. I mean, I'm in this book, Nicholas Sparks' The Wish, but I'm 2 pages in, so not really. But yeah, I'm currently not in any books. I have some books that I would like to read by the end of the year, but I think that question will come after. The next question, have you completed your Goodreads challenge? Yes, I will put a screenshot somewhere of my Goodreads challenge. I think I definitely went so much over. I set my goals to be 100 books. I think, yeah, to read 100 books this year, and I read I think 150 already. Some of them are granted graphic novels, but I still read 150 pages. No, 150 books, and I feel like that is quite a lot, and I don't need to read so much. But, and anyhow, yes, I've completed my Goodreads challenge. Is there a new release you're still waiting for? I don't think I'm waiting for any new releases. I have so many new releases that I'm waiting for in general, but that's I think for 2025. So I think a lot of people that I know in the BookTube community, they're waiting for Wind and Truth. But alas, I haven't started with the Cosmere, so I'm not waiting for that. Next question. What are 3 books you want to read before the end of the year? I have 3 books here that I would really love to read by the end of the year because, first of all, this book is a nonfiction. It's called Invisible Women by Caroline Criado Perez. This is my nonfiction book of the month. Actually, I have 4 books. I'm cheating. But anyway, I would really love to read this because I always read 1 nonfiction book a month. So, and this is the nonfiction book of the month. And I've read 11 so far, and I thought, let's not fail at the end, like the last month. So I really would like to get to it. Granted, it's already, let me see, it's already the 10th. So I better get to it because I have 4 books that I really want to finish, and they're both, like, 2 of them is really, really long. But anyway, first book is Invisible Women by Caroline Criado Perez. And second book, this is the buddy read that I'm doing with my friend. Every single month we have 1 book that we read together. And this month is The Christmas Jigsaw Murders. We saw this in the bookstore the other day and we thought the cover is so cool or so Christmassy, and we thought, okay, we need to pick it up. Then she has another book which is The Murder on the Christmas Express or something like that. I would like to get to it when I have time, but I don't think I have time before Christmas to actually finish or to actually read it. So next year. The other 2 books are from my yearly TBR that I set at the beginning of the year. And these 2 books I've been not dreading necessarily, but it's just so long that I'm kind of like intimidated by it. But honestly, this one is not that long. But it's from Blood and Ash by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I've heard so many good things. People that love the ACOTAR series really love this series, and I love the ACOTAR series. So I thought, you know what? I want to try it. And with me, with like such massive series like this, I need to put it in my yearly TBR or else I will never like pick it up. Like obviously I will pick it up, but sometimes I just gravitate towards like thinner books because they're so intimidating, honestly. But I don't know much about the book. I always prefer going into books blind anyway. I don't want to read the blurbs. I don't want to read the back or like summary or anything before reading the book. So I really don't know what's happening here. I know the main character is Poppy, if I'm not wrong, because I see so many like TikToks about it or like pins about it where they're like, oh, what is it, power couples in books, and like obviously there's like Rhysand and Feyre, and then there's, I don't know, Kai and Peyton from Powerless, and then there's Poppy and this one guy. I tried to like not look into it, obviously, because I want to get into this pretty blind. And the last book is very humongous, very excited to read, but I just haven't had the time to pick it up yet. Is none other than Kingdom of Ash by Sarah J Maas. I decided this year, because I love ACOTAR so much last year, I thought, you know what, I want to pick up her other series. And they say after ACOTAR you should read Throne of Glass and not Crescent City, because at first I'm like, I don't want to get into a 7-book series. But then obviously they say to read Throne of Glass first before Crescent City. So I've been reading it slowly but surely. I think 6 books over the year, and then like leave this one for December for me to stress about, because it is so thick. I think it's just under 1,000 pages. Yeah, just under 1,000 pages. I'm really excited how the series conclude and how, yeah, everything will be, because I don't know if I am liking the Throne of Glass series more than the ACOTAR series. ACOTAR is one of the first fantasy series I've read, or I read. That's why I think it will always have a special like place in my heart. But honestly, in terms of epicness, definitely the like Throne of Glass series, the character development that we see from all the characters is just insane. So anyway, stopping the tangent here, let's go to the next question. Is there any book you think could still shock you and become your favorite book of the year? Yes. It's honestly either from Blood and Ash or Kingdom of Ash, just from those two. And I feel like Invisible Women as a nonfiction of the month is also a pretty solid one. So I think there are still a few books that could really surprise me and that could receive a 6-star from me. So I'm really excited for that. Next question. Have you already started making reading plans for 2025? Yes, I've made quite a few plans already. I already thought about my yearly TBR, about so many things. I already planned my reading journal for 2025 already. I already filmed it, and I just have to pump it out. Just have to edit it, and you should see this, I think, next week, if I'm not wrong, when this video is out, I think. Next question. Are there any books or series you wish you got to this year? Yes. I have 2 series in mind that I would really love to have gotten into it this year, but alas, I just did not pick it up, because first series is the Infernal Devices series. Yes, I'm currently reading. Oh, wait, I'm currently in the middle of a book. It's an audiobook. I'm like loosely reading it, but I am, I think, in chapter 2 in Clockwork Angel. Whenever I started the year, I didn't know that to get into the Infernal Devices you should, or like the reading order that Cassandra Clare's recommended to the readers is to read the first 3 books of the Mortal Instrument series, and then you get into the Eldest Curses. It's the Red Scroll of Magic, which is about Alec and Marcus Payne. Yes, Alec and Marcus. And I finished the 4 books, and that's why I'm getting into Clockwork Angel now, because it is quite a big catch-up. You need to read 4 books before you get into the series, so that's why I would really love to get into it, but it's just I haven't had properly the time to fully get into the Infernal Devices. But for sure, I think I want to read it beginning of January, and it's definitely going to be the first series I will pick up next year. The other series that I would love to have gotten into this year is the Harry Potter series. I feel like everyone have read that series and have loved it and love it so much, and then I was like, I've never watched it or read it, So I was like, maybe it's time to get into it, because one, I just need to know what the hype is around this book. Obviously, it's a children's book series, so I think it will connect to you more whenever you're like smaller in a way. But then again, since it's like such a well-known series, I would really love to just like know what it's about. You know what I mean? Like all the references, all the memes, I just really would like to know. And I started the series. I am on the first book. I haven't continued. I think in total there's 7 books in total. So next year for sure, that is like one of the main series that I would like to get into. So yeah. Next question is biggest letdown of the year. I think honestly, I feel so mean complaining about books, because I know it is difficult to write a book and to come up with a concept, but I feel like I just don't want to complain or rant about a book because I don't like them, because I feel like it's just negativity that we don't need. But if I could say my biggest letdown of the year, it might be Reckless from the Powerless series by Lauren Roberts, because one of my favorite books last year is Powerless. I was waiting for it because I read Powerless quite to the in the beginning of the release of the book, and I read it and the ending killed me, and I needed to know the second book. And then whenever the second book arrived, I read it. It took me so long to finish the book because I just didn't enjoy it as much, and I had other expectations of the book, but it was not meant. Let's just say it like that. Really hope that, I think the third book is called Fearless, that it will be good. And I read Powerful as well, which is a novella for, what's the friend's name? Oh, Adina and Mac, I think his name. And it's just, I just have beef in general for novellas, because I like novellas because there are really no plots or anything like that. There is no plot, and it's just you spending time with the characters. I feel like in a long series it is really interesting to have that, but I personally just cannot connect to novellas because they're so short, and it's just, I feel like, why are we even reading this kind of thing. So yeah, that would be my biggest letdown of the year, sadly. So next question, new favorite author you found this year. New favorite author that I found this year is for sure, it's Abby Jimenez. I really enjoy her writing style. She writes like emotional romance, and I really just enjoy how she writes her main characters, how she writes about like the trauma they've went through and how they become together, and there's enough humor and it's not cringe, and there is also enough like emotional things going on that the character can connect with each other, kind of thing. So Abby Jimenez is definitely top author this year for sure. My favorite author that I really enjoy right now is Erin Morgenstern. I read The Starless Sea and The Night Circus this year, and both of them I truly adore. I love personally The Starless Sea so much more. I just love how whimsical her prose is, and I love how the world that she created is so magical, and I just really love it, and I would always recommend her books. The Night Circus, some people really love them, some people really hate them, because with The Night Circus is honestly no plot and it's just vibes. So The Starless Sea, for me, there is a plot, not a massive one. Obviously there is some plot, but with The Starless Sea, honestly, it's just such a beautiful book. And I feel like for Erin Morgenstern, you don't need plot. You just need to spend time with her and listen to her, or read her prose and read her writing style. It's such a beautiful writing style. So yeah, I really love her as an author. Let's just count this to 3, because or else I will keep on going. The third author would be V.E. Schwab. I read V.E. Schwab for the first time this year. I think I started off by reading Vicious, and then Vengeful, and then The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. Oh my gosh, I love those 3 books. I know a lot of people don't really enjoy Vengeful as much, but Vicious, oh, the writing style that she has for Vicious is so good. I think Vicious will remain my favorite book ever. Every time I think about it, it's just like, what a concept and what a magic system. It's just insane. It's just so good. I'm getting so excited right now. But the book that I just read last month is The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. It's such I don't know how to explain this. I know so many people love this book already, and it is because it's such an amazing book. It's the magic system and everything that is going through in Addie's life is just so, honestly, so crazy, so beautiful how she would fight for her freedom like that. And honestly, if there is one recommendation that you could like take from this video, I have a few. Let's just say let's list 3 top books that I would always recommend to everyone. It's The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue and The Starless Sea, and For a Silly Goofy Time, Abby Jimenez's book. Pick any, but my personal favorite is yours truly. So really love these 3 authors, and I'm so passionate about these books and about these authors. So yeah, there you go. That's it for the questions. I have been talking for almost half an hour now, so I think we should keep it at that. But yeah, that was my end of the year book tag. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you so much for watching this video. And yeah, I'm just excited for this channel because I am so passionate about reading and I love reading and I love talking about books, but I feel like I don't have really anyone in my life that reads as intensely or as passionately as I do. One friend who actually also reads, but she doesn't read as intensely or as passionately as I do. I just want to have a little corner on the internet where I could just rant about books really and talk about it. So yeah, I really hope that you enjoy this first video of the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.